What's up guys, Ronaldo here and welcome to AFK Journey. Today I want to give you a bit of a guide for the wish list. Now I have been playing the game in the beta, I have been playing it in the PTR server, and now finally it is time for its release now on the 27th, right? And then we will get a lot of heroes, as I already collected quite a few of them for free. We will get like 40 plus heroes just for free. And not only that, we will of course also get a lot of summons. In AFK Journey you get a lot of summons, like 100 plus easily within a few days. But for that you really want to have a proper wish list, right? But before we go into the wish list, quick summary what we are going to see. So first up I will go over the wish list, then I will give you guys a redemption code to get some diamonds as well, so you can get more summons on top of that as well. And also I will in the end also showcase you one battle, and in that battle I can show you guys exactly how strong some of these heroes are that I put in my wish list and why really they are so amazing, right? Now let's go into the wish list and let me explain myself for all of these wish lists. So basically you can from each faction have 2 S rank heroes on your wish list and 2 A rank heroes on your wish list. And here for the Lightbearer faction I have on my wish list a Rowan and a Tamisia. Now you can change up a few things, you can put in a Cassidy as well, but the reason why I have it set up like this is, first up, Rowan is going to be an amazing support, he's going to be a battery, but you don't really need that many copies of him. He gets his job done pretty swiftly, pretty much already in the early game. Now Tamisia is in my list here because Cassidy is nice, but she's not going to be crazy, and I really need a tank, so why not just have another tank in my wish list? Because until I get a tank I will have many tanks currently in my wish list. Then another unit that is going to be amazing here and that you can have for the wish list is, in terms of the Lightbearer, you have some pretty good units for the Dream Realm, that being Corin and Marilee. Now Marilee is going to be a ranged DPS, whereas he will be a fighter. And he will excel once you're really in the end game, once you got his weapon and everything. But until then he's gonna be not that strong, but in the end game he will really start to get crazy with it. Then the Mauler faction, guys. The Mauler is actually pretty strong here. And first up, basically one of the best units in the game in my opinion. Smokey and Mirky, they're just gonna be amazing supports. They heal, they give you haste, they do it all. And then on the other hand, I think you should always have them in your list. And then on the other hand, you can have Brutus, but you can also change your Brutus for someone like a Shakir. The reason why I have Brutus here is, like I said, I don't have a tank at the moment, so I want a tank and sometimes need more sustainability, and Brutus is good because he can just stall the fight for your backline a bit, and you don't really need that many copies of Brutus. So for example, once I have one Brutus, I will swap him up with Shakir. Then Odie is gonna be amazing. He's gonna be an insanely strong DPS once you have a few copies of him. Once you get to the later stages of the game, he has an execute, he has a really strong DPS overall. Then you have Coco, who's gonna be a great support as well. Now here you also have some other decent A-star units as options as well. For example, Kruger is gonna be really helpful for the Dream Realm, because you only need one copy though of him, because he can just apply his debuff on the boss, and even after he dies his debuff will stay on. Then you have the best like epic or A-star tank here as well in this faction, so you could put her in there as well. But I think she's still not gonna be like that crazy, so I have Coco in here because she is gonna be a great support. Now in terms of the Wilder faction, I have Heroine, and just basically the strongest healer in the game. She's just healing a lot, but she takes some time until her ult is up to heal, so that can be sometimes a bit of an issue. But and then on top we have Granny. Now the Granny is gonna be a super strong tank as well, and like I said, I'm still lacking a tank, so I have her in here. But probably once I have her I will put in Aaron, because Aaron, once you got him to the end game, once you got him leveled up, he's gonna be amazing, but you will need a bunch of copies for that. And this is why I would recommend you guys, once you have a decent lineup, get him early and then just stack up on copies of him, because at the beginning he might be underwhelming, but he scales up really well into the late game. You can also go for Brion. He's not bad, but he's not like excellent as well, and mainly the next faction is going to be the reason why maybe you're not going to aim for Brion most of the time. Now in terms of the epics, you have here a few options. You can go for Laika, of course. You can also go for Damien and Arden. I just have Laika in here instead of Damien because I really like her. I think she's good in the early game, which is why she's going to help a lot early on, and it's going to help to have some copies of her. And let's go to the Graveborn faction, and probably the strongest faction in the game. Together with the Maulers, they are also amazing as well. I mean, all the factions have some crazy good units, right? But Graveborn just have pretty much the best core, and that is Cessia. You're gonna get her, and she's gonna carry you through early game, mid game, late game. She's amazing. She's tanky because her summon that she does, Mr. Kyle, will just deal a lot of damage. He will CC, he will tank for your backline as well, and she summons him again, right? This is going to be amazing. Then by far the best tank in the game, by far, is going to be Thorin, right? By far, which is why I think these two are just going to be amazing to have. And the problem here for the Graveborn is that the other two S-rank heroes are also really good. Like Igor got nerfed already, but he's still quite strong for PvP, but also PvE. He jumps around the graves and everything. And then Carolina will be more for an endgame unit, where you can use her as well. But for Graveborn, I think you're pretty much set. Like, these two are so amazing for all stages of the game, so you're gonna go for these. And then here, the epics are pretty much set in my opinion, because these two epics are really good, whereas these two are okay. So Viperion is going to be a nice damage dealer, and also Sylvina is going to be one of a kind assassin. She's going to be amazing. Maybe if you misplace her, she's going to die while trying to assassinate, but she is really strong and has a lot of burst. And then one last thing here in terms of the Lightbearer team, you have Vela here on the summons as well. And I already have summoned 2 Velas, if we take a look here, and she is amazing. She is amazing. If you can choose her, once she gets maybe to the, let's go here back to the normals rate hero, to all recruit hero, and you can put her in the wish list. I would put her in there as well for her light bearers, but for now you can't, which is why I just recommend you to pull for her once you can, because she's an incredible assassin from early to late game, and she's gonna help you progress a lot. Now in terms of where can you get that redemption code, right? Where can you get that redemption code? So basically you have to go onto your profile, then on this settings you go to others, and then promo code, and then you can enter the code, which I'm gonna put in right now on the video. And yeah, just enter that and you'll be good to go. And yeah, in terms of fight, I can just show you guys real quick some of these heroes that I'm using. So basically how I'm playing this fight, let's take everyone out, is I'm gonna use my Lucius as my frontline tank, right? And then you can place down your DPS, your assassins on the back. So basically this way we get the bonus of having 2 light bearers on my team, Cessia, then our healer and buffer, and then let's say we can put another buffer like Rowan. And as you can see, this tile, as you saw before, has some buff, so we could read it. Now he's gonna lose some HP, right? But he's gonna get ourselves another unit on top of that, which is gonna be nice as well. So we're gonna place him like this. This is gonna be our lineup here. And let's see how the battle works out, and then we can just see at the battle. So basically Lucius up front, and I want you to take a look at Vala. Boom, she assassinates, goes into backline, right? She has a ranged weapon, ults, goes melee, then ults again, goes ranged and swaps around. Then here, Cessia, Mr. Kyle, that big monster, is just gonna tank everything and deal a lot of damage. And there's the fight done. There's the fight done. Let's take a look here. Just as a quick example, these two are amazing. Vela and Zessia, but of course these other ones are also really good. And that even worked with me putting Odie in on on accident instead of Smokey. Damn. Okay, but you can see this is how you want to play it. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this battle to really show you how strong these units are that I recommended here to you guys. They really do a great job for you to progress, and also to show you guys like this doesn't really feel like just an idle game, because it has an amazing map, right? It has amazing gameplay features and interesting heroes, which is yeah, it also almost feels like a bit of an RPG. And yeah, if you are interested in the game, the download link is going to be in the description as well. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, because that will increase your recruitment luck. I'm Ronaldo, and I'm out. Peace.